everywhere and anytime. Subscribe today. Bakersfield.com.
Not only did I not get to wear the Oilers jersey here on the show to start the show, but I didn't even get any pizza because Bartle hogged it all.
That's not true at all.
It's going to be a lot of hashtag blame Bartle.
Hey, go eat. I'll run the segment with the coach. Get out of here.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Take your mustard sweater and go.
Yeah, that's a bad sweater. And it's too big for him. I mean, look how long it is. He's got to go with the mediums. He's wearing the larges and he's a medium, you know? I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't like the tight-fitting stuff.
Yeah.
I can't pull it off like Troy Mann.
Yeah.
The checkerboard. I can't pull it off, you know?
It's good.
That's a nice shirt,
Coach,
though.
welcome.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
welcome in town,
hey,
Coach.
It's great
welcome
to see you
back.
guys.
You know, it's great to see you. It's a
Yeah.
great day to be at Condor.
Hey. Yeah,
You know?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. 2 days off for the coach. Well, not really off, but he'd have to come in the office.
That's right.
Must have been
which
nice.
Is a good thing, right?
Yeah. Must have, just sit back at your house and, prop up, keep the TV on, maybe make some
family
lunch
time.
Some family time.
Yeah, a little family time. Watched the first period of our Sunday game Monday. Watched the second, third period yesterday. So it was kind of a slow process, but that was good. That was real good.
You know, it's tough. It's tough on your family to be a head coach, honestly. I mean, you're there all the time. You're working every weekend. I mean, you're there early. You're there late. I mean, how do you balance it?
Yeah, you just do your best. I mean, like today, wanted to get home and meet the little one, off the bus, which is something I don't rarely do because it's a 1:50 arrival. But then I'm going to do some work, because I'm going to watch some of the Utah games. So it's just a little bit of a balance. Monday, for example, the rest of the day off, but I watched the first period of the Ontario game, but still was able to spend some good, family time with the. And then yesterday, I took the wife to lunch. Took the wife for lunch, then went home and watched some hockey. Yeah. So it's a little bit of a balancing act.
An actual date.
A little date, no kid.
Wow. Great.
Yeah.
I like to see. I saw the entire Mann family out there skating around at the skate for the team after the game on Sunday.
There you go. Larissa wanted to take a look at things. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to bring your family to work if you.
That's right.
If you want to see.
Does she have a favorite player, or does she just
no,
just enjoy watching?
She thinks we're slow. She doesn't think we're good.
She's a future general manager.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, though, you go into the week, 4 games. Kind of didn't know what we were going to expect with the 4 games and the tough turnaround. You go up to Stockton, but you have to be happy with 7 out of 8 points against all your Pacific Division opponents, too.
Yeah, it was a great week. I mean, we set the goals, and, we've talked a lot about our goal setting here over the last couple of months, and we set it at 6, and we got 7. So, it was a great week for us. I thought we played extremely well on Tuesday. Played a very, little bit of a slow start from the San Francisco game, but really turned it on in the second, third period, and always worried about the Stockton game on Saturday, just with them not playing Friday, us beating them 7-2 here, and we weathered the storm really well, and had a chance to win that game, and it came down to the shootout, and as you could, in 3 shootouts, we've only got 1 guy scoring. So
yeah, we got to practice that, Coach.
Yeah, we got a lot of things to work on. We're just not very good.
If we're only worrying about the shootout, I'm fine with that.
So as the season has progressed here, and especially the last 8 weeks or so, how you approach setting your goals, has that changed? Now that you're seeing different results out of the team? Actually,
probably not. I thought, as we made our recruiting changes on the fly, that you don't want to set the bar too low as well, right? So the first weekend we started the weekly goals was the Ontario road trip, and we wanted to split. We got that. So I think since then the only time we haven't really achieved our goals was 2 weekends ago, where we kind of asked the guys to step up and get 4 points out of 4. And maybe it was a little bit, that was probably a goal. If you think about 8-9 weeks ago, I never would have asked the guys for. But you know what? We went into Ontario. We've had some success. It was guys got real motivated for that game. So I thought we would win that game and then come home to play Vegas on Saturday. You need to win those games. So we didn't achieve the 4 points, but we kind of set the bar high that week, even though it was only a 2-game week.
Another 3-3 weekend here for the team. 2 games in Utah, 1 in Idaho on Sunday afternoon. And last week we talked a lot about the injuries. Seemed like every game someone was going down, but it seems like at least starting to get a little healthier, and Chris Collins going to make the trip here to Utah and Idaho.
Yeah, and actually Michael Neal's going to make the trip as well. So Nealsy and Collins will get in there. We'll kind of talk about lineup tomorrow, but and see how they are in practice. It's going to be a real short practice tomorrow morning, but we'll get everybody on and then kind of make our decision Friday. But, that Collins, Thurber, Neal line had a lot of success there before they got hurt as well. So, in the back of my mind, I keep thinking about going back to that line, which would put both guys in there Friday night. But we'll wait and see what happens here in the next 48 hours.
I would imagine everybody's going to get a chance to play at least a little bit. It's tough 3-3 in two different cities.
Yeah, no, everybody will play this weekend only because, if you think about Boise on Sunday, they don't play at all this week. Their last game was Monday in Salt Lake City, so they're going to be probably coming back to practice Friday, Saturday. I'm sure there'll be a very motivated team Sunday that's going to get the same speech that we gave our guys when Boise came in here, 3-3, and us sitting here waiting. So we'll worry about Sunday once it comes around. But we've got Utah up here a lot in the next couple of weeks, and standings wise, so it's 2 behind and 2 in hand. So big weekend.
Yeah, not often too. The Condors get to fly into one city, bus to another one, and then fly out of another city.
Yeah, bad scheduling, and I don't know who did all the travel arrangements either.
You can blame Bartle.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going across the country and around to get to Salt Lake.
Yeah, I thought in August we were going to get a charter.
I thought so. I thought that's
Salt
what you
Lake
demanded.
to Boise. Yeah,
that's what you demanded.
Yeah,
and
he's got to raise the bar. He has to raise the bar.
Someone's not thinking NHL.
It wasn't in the budget.
Yeah.
Let's get to video before
It
we
might
go
not.
down that.
Maybe it's in the budget moving forward.
Who knows?
You never know.
You never know.
I don't
You never know, Coach.
It's above my pay grade. All right, let's get to some video.
Yeah, this is all from Sunday's game. A little bit of everything.
D-scatter.
D-scatter. We call that D-scatter. It's basically a goalie breakout. The D will come down the dots here. That was a very good, well-executed one here. Another one, you can see D split, low center, excellent breakout. And we hit the wide guy, beautiful to watch there. Another one here, not quite as clean, but the same thing, D down the dots, low center, and
turnover.
So it's we got
that puck back.
We got the point, though.
Yeah, and then so control breakout. Again, I talk a lot about our set pieces here. This is a goal. Another reason why I don't like the passive 1-2-2. If you can get some speed and execute some good passes, stuff like this can happen. Would like to have a little bit more of a slash here. Bennett should have slashed a little bit early, so it's not perfection on our part, but it is tape to tape. We're skating the dots. We're doing everything that we need to do here, and we got some speed. They're playing a 1-2-2 passive control forecheck, and a heck of a shot there from Broda for a goal.
That's a sniper right there.
That's a sniper right there, yep.
It doesn't hurt if there's a mistake in the neutral zone. Hey, let me just drop it off to Broda's stick.
Right.
Coming over the blue.
Neutral zone forecheck here. I thought these were really executed well. We do a 2-1-2 off of faceoffs, and wingers need to push hard. Center locks. D are active, allowed to step up there. Great job by Husey anticipating that. That's a set play in terms of how we want to play that. And then we get going. Another one here. Real good job on our wings. We're pushing. Center's locked. Another great step up. We win that battle. Soft side chip, and we're in on the forecheck with Shaver. So very well done.
Now, can we stop it there?
Sure.
A lot can happen off faceoffs. You want your wingers jumping immediately, but the puck doesn't always go nice and clean back to the D. I mean, how much hesitation is on their part? Are they watching for something for sure to know, hey, we're both jumping. Hey, only I'm jumping. Hey, let's both hang back.
Well, from the center ice dot, we always push both wingers. So if they don't go, if they're not moving their feet when they're coming back to their bench, that's when you get in trouble, when they don't execute it. You want both those wingers jumping the D so they get rid of the puck in a hurry because they are under pressure. As long as the center does his job and locks with the center and the D know that they've got the board or the wingers and they can step up on there, unless there's a mistake on our part, there should be a turnover every time.
And Ryan Murphy doesn't want us to mention this, but so we're just going to show. We're not going to say the words, but we're just going to show it up on the. We got a thing coming up here.
Oh yeah. We're just talking special teams.
Talking special teams.
And that is a design play there. I don't know if you can go back to that, but we put specifically off the space off. You can see where we put our D back here. Broda is going to go try and win it to this area. And if it is one and Berge, and I think that's Berge, executes this, it should be a clear and an automatic 25 seconds off the penalty kill. So execute it to perfection. Now we're up on the PK forecheck. We do a 1-3 with the F2 on the bench side. Ontario this night here, they went 4 back with a stretch guy. You can see they're 4 back. We got our F1 lined up, eyed up. We got we stacked the line. Now we're into our coverage. The only thing I don't like about this, if he wants to pause that, I'd like to see Shaber get in there a little quicker, call off a swarm. It should be a 3-on-3 swarm with a front net coverage there, which is the forward. And then if we lose it, then you can still get back to your spot. So to me, that's a little bit too passive. It's more of a 2-on-3 where I'd like to see him on the back, his back there, trying to win that battle. Maybe we get another clear.
Because this is a good spot for that, because even if they do come away with it, it's a significant amount of time for them to swing it back to the
Well, you're
going to
see they end up winning this battle. So if we had Cunningham on this guy's back and Shaber in there tight here on a 3-on-3 swarm, maybe we win the battle and maybe we can bump it to this guy and he clears it down. But because we're a little bit more passive, which is not what we're trying, this is not our execution, they win that battle. And now we're in now we're PK D zone. And if he rolls this, exactly what happens. Okay, they win that battle. And our structure is fairly good. Little, who's an excellent penalty killer. Now we're aggressive, and we want to be aggressive all over the ice on our PK. Good job here. I don't like this play by Shaber, so that's 2 mistakes by Shaber. Might think of twice about putting him on the PK Friday night.
He scored 2 goals, though. Let's leave him in.
But a great recovery there. Great recovery.
Right.
Another one here off of neutral zone face-off. We're automatically going to push this. He's going to come over and hold the blue line. And this winger here, he goes back and he needs to be on that rim because you know that they're probably going to rim. Okay, and exactly what they do. So I believe this might be Little, and you can see he's anticipating that. That's a design play. We want him there. Again, if he can roll that back there. Another thing I didn't like about this clip here is Marciano here off this. He needs to go back on his forehand. Like, hammer this on your forehand. How can you make plays on your backhand? And that's I preach to the D all the time. Stay on your forehand. Stay on your forehand. That's why I'm huge on the lefty-righty. He can roll that now. So Mars, he ends up on his backhand. He can't get the clear. The clip does work out, but LB does a great job there. Now he's on his backhand. See that? You can't make plays on your backhand.
So should he go back that way and pivot and go this, or should he come back around?
Well, he went back the wrong direction. When LB went back to stop it, he should have known that this guy was going back for the rim. He should have came on the strong side of the net. He would have been a right-hander. Then he could have maybe hammered it up the wall.
It's just the little things like that quite frankly, you have to be a coach to look at that and think,
listen, I saw that. I saw that right on the tape.
You're lying.
As soon as he brought
and then Ontario, who does a 1-3-1, we do a great job. Great pass off there. I love the talk between Little and Broda. Now they're going to get into their 1-3-1 set. We're keeping everything to the outside. And now, pause it right there. Now we're getting into our PK. And in a 1-3 setup, this guy's responsibility is Broda's. And Broda doesn't have to be touching him, but at least to get that stick, this guy here belongs to the weak side D. So there was good communication there between Marciano and Broads. This guy belongs to Leach. This guy belongs to Little. The only guy technically that should be open is this guy here, which is a kind of a 2-on-1 for Little. We execute this very well. Good communication by these two guys. Broda closes on it. Don't like that clear by Little, but you know what? He gets up, he fronts it, takes that shot away, and we're still in good shape here on the PK. Go ahead. Now we're going. Now that's Little's push. That's his area. He can go. He can go again. Leachy's going. Now Marciano anticipates that. Great job by those guys. Little gets it out. Excellent. Excellent.
The great thing about being aggressive on the PK, I think, at this level is guys aren't quite so poised with the puck. All that was offensive zone time for Ontario, but there was a lot of scrambling. Yeah. They're rolling pucks back to the point man. They're whacking it down into the corner.
Yeah, they're chasing pucks.
They're
working
chasing
hard.
pucks.
Yep.
And just being aggressive like that and making them think quicker creates a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mention adjustments, and especially the stretch passes for Ontario. How much chatter was there on the bench, and how much did you have to change maybe the D? Because Ontario was kind of Pavel Burying it and just leaving Costello, guys like that, at the attacking blue line. So there were some opportunities where the Condors had 3 forwards in tight, working hard, and the 2 defensemen are all the way back at our own blue line.
We just kept telling them from the bench here, let's make sure we keep our 3 forwards in the offensive zone, make sure we have a good F3 that's just inside the blue line, playing almost in a high position. And then depending on what they were doing with their stretch guys, sometimes they were stretching 1, sometimes they were stretching 2, and then it was almost like a controlled forecheck situation where the D had to play in the neutral zone and play almost those man-on-mans, whether it was a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-2, and then, they were taking chances. They were trying to hope that their guys that were winning the battles in the D zone, and they were flipping it up and trying to, because they had some good speed. The Kramer can skate, Costello can skate, and it was a weapon for them. And so we were 100%, talking about it on the bench as the game winded down. They kept doing it probably the last 7-8 minutes of the game.
Bart's had a great stat. You had mentioned the Condors being one of maybe the hottest teams on this thing. We won't say that.
We don't talk about this.
But one of the hottest teams. But since mid-November, 22%, one of the top teams in the league.
Yeah, we were stuck at 7-8%. We weren't on the same page. I mean, I think that getting some continuity within the 5-man unit has been really, really big. I think Thurber has made a huge difference where we're able to have another right shot to kind of go away from Kanakstad being on the point. And I think he's done a very good job. He's gotten better as we've went on the half wall.
4%.
You said 7%. The power play was at 4%.
A month into the season
There
was
we go.
at 4.
So
it's
see where
risen
they
10%.
are right now.
It's risen 10% in 2 months.
Yeah, so,
which is
that's
pretty
exactly.
good considering how late we are in the season.
Right. I mean, people look at our PP. It's 14.5%, 13th in the league. But if you think of where it was after the first month of the season, that's excellent.
Power play numbers are down around the league. There's only 2
Absolutely.
teams in the league right now that are at 20% on the season.
Well, most leagues, if you look at our PK, which is 87.8, most leagues, and I'm talking NHL American League, because we don't care about anybody else, right?
No, we only think above.
Exactly. That would get you probably first. But, I mean, where we are, there's a bunch of teams clustered.
Right.
It's not just 1 or 2 teams. I mean, there's 8 or 9 teams. So power play numbers, for whatever reason, this league are down, and we just got to continue making ours better.
Let's catch that power play goal.
We got 2 in zones here, and it's from the Brody unit. This is against Ontario as well. And if he has time to go back to that, I just want to talk about the face-off alignment as well here. I like to see Broda a little bit tighter. I call this guy the scooper.
Scooper's
what
back.
it is,
Scooper.
So, Thurber needs to hold up here because they've only got 4. Broads, I'd like to see him maybe a little bit tighter, and I'm being a little picky here. But the only reason is if the puck comes into here or right behind the centerman, then he can scoop it and throw it back to Husey and still get back to his spot. So he's kind of doing what I want. Just a little bit tighter.
It makes it work.
Yeah, it makes it work, yeah. But
He scoops it.
And so he can roll it now. So, we do a good job. He gets to his spot. Great job there. Now we want to get it in Kanakstad's hand. I like how Husey settles it down, who's gotten 100% better as the season went on. Obviously, I like that Thurber takes it to the net there. You know what? Because the things will open up later on in the game for you. Take it to the net. Someone else will be open.
It's a great play
some
by
great movement there.
Kanakstad.
And that's a not.
It's great puck movement. That's
Exactly.
really what it boils down to.
And now this is the goal. Great recovery here. Kanaker settles it down, which he needs to do. Gets it over to Husey. Now we want to get it to the weak side. And this is an out. We know there's an out behind the net to Thurber. Okay. I think that Andrew Carroll makes this goal happen right here. And if he pauses it right there, this is something we did not have the first month of the season. We did not have tenacity of getting the pucks back in the power play. And Andrew Carroll has provided that, especially on this unit. Thurber's a little bit greasy as well. These guys get back in there. They win this battle. They know it's going behind the net, getting it back into Canucks' hand. That's the out. That's the out. Go ahead. So we win this battle. Great job by Pistol getting that around the net. It's in Canucks' hands. Thurber gets back to his spot. Now we settle it down into the 1-3-1. Pistol gets there. Another opportunity to go backdoor to Broda. Teams know we're going there, but that'll open up something else. Another going to the weak side. Let's get it back into Canucks' hands. Okay, now we're in good spot. I love it. Hey, pause it right there. Front net presence. I didn't think we did that in Bakersfield.
There it is.
I heard rumors we don't go to the net.
There's not even one. There's 2.
Hey, Andrew Carroll's right in the eyes of the goalie, and we got Thurber coming to the net, which is supposed to happen.
There you go.
To the fans' credit, when it does happen, good things happen.
You're right.
There's a big. If we had the
It's not always
ESPN, we
there.
could go.
And Ontario's PK formation in zone is exactly the same as ours. We kill it very similar. And I don't, I can't speak for their coach, but I suspect he probably be looking at this saying, this guy ran out way too hard. You want to take 2-3 steps and you want to pass off and you want to front this. You need to front this. And this guy's coming back because it's his job to protect the seam as well. But he needs to just front that because he needs to recover as well. So he comes out too far. We get it, and then the seam is open here. Go ahead.
Here it comes.
I mean, you could drive a plane through
And he's
that.
a little slow getting back. There we go.
So is the goalie. But if it's slow, it's in the back of the net.
So there it is.
So hopefully we don't jinx anything over the weekend here.
No, we didn't. You didn't see anything.
But we hadn't shown special teams in a
Yep.
while. I thought it was good to see some execution on our part on both.
We appreciate it.
Okay, boys, great to
Thanks
see
for bringing some video by. Thanks for
Coach.
bringing it down. And hey, let's go get 6 points this weekend.
you. Hey, we'll try our best, man.
We'll take 4, but
That's
let's
a
go get
6-point
6.
shirt he got on there today. Coach.
Yeah, that's a 6-point
Thanks.
shirt.
That's nice.
I had to step up because of this guy right here. Hey,
Listen, my mother just texted me. She's watching
she's
the
not
show.
too happy right now.
Well, she bought me the sweater,
Christmas.
so
Christmas
she's
present.
coming next week. So
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, Troy.
Look out for Mama
Look
Holt.
out for Mama
Tell her
Holt.
the purple's the new blue for men. That's all I got to say.
Purple's the new blue.
Here we go.
When we come back, we'll have some Tip of Condor highlights. We'll also show you what's to be auctioned at Tip of Condor.
And I'll be eating pizza.
And he'll be eating pizza. It's all on Condors Unleashed, live from the Dignity Health Studios, Bakersfield.com.